Hey everybody, I'm Daisy and I like dolls. Today I have another review for you and I am reviewing the new release of the old Cleo De Nile. This is, I suppose, wave 3 now or whatever, but it is the new release of Cleo. She's the daughter of the mummy, which we should probably all know by now. And I've got the original release of Cleo here as well, as you can see, so that we can compare the two and see what the differences are. So here is the new Cleo in her box. She's got the new box art, so it's a smaller or more narrow box with the little caricature down the bottom and the full sort of back picture on the back, which I really like. She is sort of one of the, lower of the range dolls, not as expensive as some, therefore she doesn't have as many accessories and extras as some of the other dolls do, and like her original release did. As you can see, there are a lot of extras here, which I will talk about in a minute. So let's get her out of her box so we can have a look a little bit closer up. Okay, so we have old Cleo and new Cleo out of her box. For the purposes of this video, we'll refer to them as Cleo number 1 and Cleo number 2. So Cleo number 1, the original, comes with all of these extras that you can see. The diary, which all of the original ghouls came with, and her little brush, and then her little purse accessory and her pet, Hisette, her snake pet. So Cleo number 2 doesn't come with any of that. She doesn't even come with a brush. She does come with a stand, which is handy, but from the state of her hair, it's really quite a shame that she doesn't come with a brush. We'll have a look at these ghouls up a little bit closer now and maybe do a bit of a comparison. Well, starting off, actually, just as a whole, the new dolls are made out of a completely different plastic than the originals. They actually feel different. This plastic is sort of like, if you tap it, it taps. This stuff is not. It's sort of more, I don't know, soft. But anyway, that's just something that I noticed. If we look at their hair, Cleo number 1's hair is a lot longer than Cleo number 2. And her hair is much, much nicer as well. It has a little bit more product in it, but it is much straighter. I've combed this hair and it still just looks atrocious, as most do out of the box these days, it seems. But Cleo number 2, she does have more brown sort of streaked through her hair and a little bit more of the gold glittery strands as well. But definitely Cleo number 1 takes it on the hair because there's really no comparison. This is beautiful and this is not. Anyway, Cleo number 2 has a plain gold headband made out of sort of squishy plastic, whereas original Cleo number 1 has a hard headband, and it has blue and white detail painted onto it as well. If we look at their outfits, they're pretty similar at first glance. The old Cleo, Cleo number 1, has this lace around the edge of her sort of halter top. And the lace is quite hard and it's quite pretty. And her halter top has a lot of glitter on it as well. And the the mesh is a little bit stiff, I suppose, whereas on the new doll, she just has plain sort of shirred edges around the edge of her halter, if you can see there. The halter material does seem to be a little bit finer and lighter, but there's definitely not as much glitter on her top either. So you can really sort of see the difference. When you look up close, they are quite different little tops. So hopefully you can sort of see what I'm talking about there. Looking at a few more of their accessories, there definitely seems to be more detail on the older dolls, whether it's paint or, you know, different sorts of plastic, little details that really sort of, I don't know, really make the doll, I suppose. It's those little things that you really fall in love with and, you know, oh, look at that. Like, for example, her little pouch with her little phone here has the black detailing on it. On Cleo number 2, there's no black detailing at all. Cleo number 1 has black soles on her shoes, little gold studs in them, whereas Cleo number 2 doesn't. Her shoes are a little bit shinier, but they are all gold completely. There's no paint, there's no black detail on them at all. So that pretty much sums up these two dolls. I'm going to have to give it to the original Cleo, I must say, but that's not much of a surprise. These are reissues, and it's great that Mattel does make differences so that people can tell which is the old and which is the new, and you don't, you know, get sold something as something that it's not. But overall, it does seem like a little bit less time, a little bit less effort, a little bit less money maybe has gone into making the new release. But that being said, it's really cool that they've released these ghouls again. It means you can pick it up if you didn't get a chance the first time around. These are very hard to come across and very expensive these days, the originals. So, you know, it's really nice that you can pick up something for $20 to, you know, complete the collection on your shelf. So, yeah, Cleo number 1 takes it, but I'm glad that I've got this doll as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon for another review. Bye.